Welcome back, guys, and today we are on the beautiful River Mersey and we're going to try and snare ourselves a cheeky little codlin. We were out last night and we bladdered the whiting and the dabs, so I've had enough of small fish, so we're fishing big black lug with fresh peeler. Oh, what can go wrong? Can you tell a crab is ready to go on the hook? Now if you look really closely just at its lungs there, you can see how soft that is. That shell is pushing in and basically falling away. So what we do is we pop it in the sides after we've stripped its legs off, give it a little crimp in the middle there, just peel them shells off, happy days, and then we chop that bad boy in half. Lovely jubbly. And we're going to use half a crab with one full black lug on every cast. This venue is very, very snaggy. It is a mussel bed. It's got loads of rocks out there. It is a snagville. So I'm using slightly smaller hooks than I normally would. 2 O's up on a pennel, up and over. Hopefully it's going to do the job. So right, let's load this up. So we've got our first black lug there. We're going to fold it round the shank of the hook, pin it at the eye, and then we're going to elasticate it in position. So I'm not actually threading this up the hook. I'm just getting it nice and in position. There we go, happy days. Get that started all the way up. Perfect. Right, so there's our first bit done, and then we're going to get our crab. So a lot of people have asked, how do you put crab on? So this is a really good way of putting it on. So you've cut it in half. You've now got the fleshy side there, the cut half, the open half. I like to put it on the back of the bait there and just whip it round if your elastic doesn't snap. Just get it whipped round all the way. Get that bait in place in case the little fish start having a little snack at it. So that is a nice, tidy little black lug and crab bait. We're going to get our pennel. We're just going to whip that round, go around about 3, 4, 5, 6 times, whatever we do. And then we're going to pop that through the top of the bait. So now if that fish comes along, takes the bottom, boosh, it's going to get hooked. Takes the top, boosh, it's going to get hooked. Right, let's get this clip down. Let's get it cast out. When the tides flow in a certain way, you cast into the tide, so you cast up at an angle. The more it's running, the more of an angle you go, and then you end up tiding, so everything sits perfectly. If you were to cast straight out in a straight line, what would end up happening is that lead would trip. It'd go into a snag, or it would just kite. It'd come right the way around, and it wouldn't be where you need it to be. So cast it up, let it settle. Job's a good one. Hopefully the fish take it. I hope it's going to be a good day today. I do. I'm on 3 cod this year. 3. Well, you can't really count the other 2. The other 2 are little tiny wee whippersnappers, little 6 ounces. So we've had a 6 pounder so far, and we've had 2 6 ounces. 6 pounder, 2 6 ounces. So yeah, all in all, we're on 6 pound 12 ounce of cod out this beautiful River Mersey this year. So just while we're waiting for the tide to calm down, I've knocked up a spare rig. So this is the up and over pulley. This is what we're using today. It's got a nice little genie clip on the top there with a little return. That's just so we can hook our snood over. We've got 1 bead on this side, and then we've got 3 beads on this side. In between, we've got a pulley bead, and then we've got a Trident splashdown. So this is all Trident components apart from this one here. Then we've got a nice little swivel, and then what we're using is a Trident clip. Now this clip is so you can quite simply just take your snood off if you need to. If you've got a fish on there or you want to have pre-baited snoods, you can make a load this length, and then you don't need to keep changing your rig body. But the whole point of them 3 beads there is so it holds the snood off the lead when you've got your fish on. Basically it acts like a little mini boom. But this is what it looks like when it's folded down. Flip it over, and then you clip that into your splashdown, and then you've got a nice easy castable rig. And then when that hits the water, it releases, and now you've got a nice long flowy rig, which is absolutely perfect. You'll see we've got, come here you'll see we've got our little booby beads attractors on there. I absolutely love using these for the cod, so hopefully it'll work for us today. Look at that, lovely jubbly. So we've had quite a few knocks on that now. Little knocks, little rattles will be whiting, ripping the baits to bits. So we're going to get this in, get a fresh bait on it, and hopefully not lose the rig on our first retrieve. That would be an absolute delight. Oh, it feels like it's in deep. Oh no, it's up. Happy days. Didn't expect that. Did not expect that one bit. Happy days. Got our rig back, first cast. It's a sign for a good day. Wonder how much weeds on it though. Doesn't feel too bad, to be honest. Not too bad at all. Our bait's absolutely battered though. Absolutely battered. So get all this off. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be, to be honest. The longer you leave that out there, the worse that's going to be. And then our rig has turned into a lovely nest of nestness. That'll be the white in that. So that's what's left of our bait. It's been out for literally 10 minutes. And there we go. There's our rig untangled. So these splashdowns are great. They're absolutely a brilliant piece of kit. But you've just got to make sure you keep them clean. If you don't keep them clean, you'll find out the hard way. You'll cast out, you'll have a lovely bait, and then you'll retrieve it and it'll still be in the leg clip. A little bit of sand inside that rotor clip, it causes havoc. But there we go. Beautiful. Let's get it cast out. So, are you all ready for Christmas yet? Are you all excited? Have you got all your deckies up? I bet you have. I bet you've got all your deckies up. Your missus has dragged you around the shopping centres, getting all the presents, getting everything. You're now skint and you're thinking, God, I bloody hate Christmas. And if you are thinking that, you're a Scrooge. You're a Scrooge. I love Christmas and I cannot wait for Christmas Day. I'm very excited. I think I'm getting a very special present. I might be and I might not be. If it is, oh, here we go, here we go. If it is the special present that I want, I'll be over the moon, absolutely over the moon. And it's to do with fishing. And if I do get this present, you're definitely going to see it. Definitely. That was very White-esque, that. Very White-esque. Hopefully, with the size of these baits, we'll stay away from the smaller things. I don't mind getting some big ones. I had some belters yesterday, some really nice ones, some good 40cm whiting. So we did a live stream, and I wanted to just do a live stream of catching fish. So we had over, I think it was over 25 fish in like 3.5 hours. So while streaming as well, so I wasn't really focusing. So it was decent. We had a decent session. I'm thinking about doing a YouTube video on that, on just how to catch, you know, because a lot of people want to start sea fishing and they don't understand what they're doing. If you'd like to see that, let us know, put it in the comment section and I'll show you some little cheeky tips on how to catch a few more fish if you want. Now, on these sessions, we're fishing for a big fish. That's what we're doing. We're big fishing. So you're not going to catch loads of little stuff. But one rod, one rig, some bait, and you should be able to catch loads if you're targeting the smaller stuff. Another whiting, I think. Little whiting just popped off at the end there. Look at that, just as I was saying about them trident clips. If you've got sand in them, they don't release. That one didn't release. We had a fish on then and we lost that. Literally just at our feet. It was only a small whiting, it was on the top hook. But look at that. It hasn't released on us. It hasn't released, that's not good. Alright, let's change that roto clip. Let's get a new one on there. That was a fish, we lost that. And that was because of the thing I was saying before. But these are great clips. Just not when they've got a little bit of sand in. That doesn't seem to have sand in it though. We're getting that changed regardless. Well, there we go, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Big washing line. A weed. Wet wipes. Sandy bobs. Plastic bags. You name it. We have got it. Right. Fresh bait. Let's get it out. Come on, Mr Codlin. Let's do it. There's quite a few anglers turned up now as well. So it'll be interesting to see if any cod actually come out. Be quite nice. Well, we're about an hour into our session and it's been pants. It's been really pants. Fishing the big baits is not paying off for us. We had something on before, but that rotor clip didn't release. So I think the fish was on the top hook. It was only a small one. Here we go. We're getting little rattles now. We're getting rattles. That's definitely 100% a whiting. 100% a whiting. See, it makes you're itching. Then whiting bites, you just want to strike it, don't you? But you know it's not a codlin, and that's your main one. You don't want to release that bait, so then you got to wind in and retrieve. Ugh, come on, whiting, leave me alone. And codlin, come on, Let's go. I think what I might do is I might get my other rod out and just fish down the edge, catch a couple of white, and at least we can bring some fish to the bank. Or do we just stay and wait? Do we stay and wait? I want a cod. I want a cod. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to fish for whiting. Should we get our other rod out just in case anyway? Should we? Should we? I think we should. I like to fish one rod. I do. I'm a one rod wonder, me. Right, guys, I've caved. I've set up my little tiny spinning rod with a 1 up, 1 down. Little 4-ounce pyramid. We're going to blob it 10 yards out. Little bits of crab leg, little bits of black lug, and we're going to see if we can catch some smaller fish. If we get a decent little white in, as in like perfect live bait size, she's getting live baited. That's what's going to happen. So we're going to get our big rod in a sec, get a fresh bait on that, and getting some nice little knocks on there again, whiting and whiting and whiting. Seems to be the way today. But there is some absolutely beautiful loaded crab legs down the wall. 1 up, 1 down. Let's do it. Let's bring some fish to the bank. Here we go. We're getting a little rattle on the little rod now. Little rattle on the little rod. Could this be our first fish on the bank this fine morning? They're only tiny rattles though. You can imagine how sensitive this rod is. Super flexible, look. And we're getting little tiny nips. Could be crabs, to be fair. Whatever it is, it's very small. This is where the crabs take me into a deep snag now and I lose my rig. Watch. I think we might get this in. Freshen up the bait. Risk losing the rig. Let's do it. Huh. Lovely. Nothing. Nothing. Nada. Right. Let's get this stripped off. Get some fresh bait out there. Right, we're going to be really cheeky here. We're going to put a nice chunk of crab on that bottom hook. Not the legs. Nice piece of juicy crab body. And we have got a size 2 crab hook on the bottom there as well. So if something decent does take it, at least we'll be able to get it in. There we go. Lovely jubbly. And then on our top hook, I think what we'll do is we'll put a little tiny bit of black lug. There we go. There's a knock on our little rod. Lovely jubbly. Wonder what that's on. The crab or the black lug. That'll be interesting. Go on, son. Go again, will you? Yeah, you're still there, aren't you? Go on. There we go. Lovely jubbly. First fish of the day. That'll do. On the spinning rod, scratching gear. Come on, in you come, fella. There we go. Little pesky pin. These are the bad boys that are destroying our baits, and if you notice, he was on the black lug, not the crab. Very interesting. Well, I know they love black lug, but you'd think, wouldn't you? You would think that these little fellas would like a bit of crab as well. But look at that for a specimen of a fish. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. You've probably seen many of these this winter, but if you look really closely, look at all the colours in them. Massive eyes, got really sharp teeth. They're absolutely beautiful fish, these, beautiful. And they don't taste too bad either. They're quite a nice tasting fish. Right, we're gonna let you go, fella. Mwah. Thanks for your sport, me lady. Off you pop, lovely jubbly. And down you go to the depth from whence you came. Lovely jubbly. Oh well, at least we've got a fish on the cards, guys. Little cheeky whiting. We'll just keep putting this out. Little bits of bait, just keep topping it up. I will probably put a live bait out as well soon. I don't want to put one out just yet. We'll put one out just as that tide eases right off, and there's a chance of a really nice conger eel if we do that as well. So we might as well, mightn't we? we might as well just topping this up, this crab bait, with a little bit of black lug as well. There we go. Lovely. Do you know what? I probably should have kept that for a live bait. Should have done it. There we go. Happy days. Let that settle. Boom, it's at the bottom. That's good. It's nice that we're holding bottom with a little 4-ounce pyramid, isn't it? Very nice. Here we go, whiting again. We're switching up now. I'm gonna put a live bait out on this. We're just getting the rig ready. There we go. I've just switched up my up and over pulley. We've just changed to a nice 5.0 crab hook, little size 2 crab hook for the top, and we're hopefully going to get pulling a little whiting on this now, and then we're going to bang it out. I have put a gripper on to hopefully hold it in place. With this weight being, it's probably just the same weight as the whiting we're going to catch. Hopefully it'll hold bottom for us, hopefully. But one thing will be for certain, if it does, it's going to be pinned to the bottom, and there's a chance of getting an absolute beast. So we just need a little whiting now. That one we had before would have been absolutely ideal. Yeah, catch a whiting, switch the rig over, job's a good one. Quite looking forward to this, actually. Not the live bait we wanted there, guys. Not the live bait we wanted at all. Double shot of dabs. We're double dabbing here today. I was hoping that was a little whiting then. Look at the size of them. Beautiful, beautiful little dablet. Thanks for your sport, my lady. Off you pop. And then let's get this one out here. And then there we have another beautiful little dab. Those who don't know how to tell the difference between dabs, flounders and plaice, the main way to tell is just look, and you can see that C. If it's got the C, it's 100% a dab. Thanks for your sport, my lady. Happy days. Right, we need this little whiting now. That's what we need. So that little whiting we had before would have been absolutely perfect for a live bait. And we let it go. See the difference when you just switch up and you go from fishing big to smaller hooks, smaller baits. It makes a massive difference. So people out there who struggle catching, just downsize all your gear. If you downsize your gear, you'll start catching a lot more fish. And we're hopefully now going to get a little whiting on this, and then we can get it out as that live bait. So what have we got in our weed pile today? So we have remnants of a sanitary towel there. We have other remnants of a sanitary towel. We have wet wipes there. We have black bin bag there, and the rest is just sludge. Oh my God, that's horrendous. Right, we're gonna have to cut this off, retie, and move on. The amount of time it takes to pick all this off, there's no point. Just cut it off, retie up, and get back out there. Another dab, guys. We're getting dab hand at this now. We're getting dab hand. It's not what we want. We want that little whiting. Another bloody dab. Just look at that. He's a dirty dab, him. That's a proper dirty Mersey dab, that. Serious question. Would you eat that? I wouldn't. Thanks for your support, my lady. Mwah. Happy days. Ugh. Gross. Off your pop. You guessed it, guys. Another dab. Lovely jubbly. I do think there was something else on that, though, to be honest, the way that went then. I really do. But there's our dablet number. I've lost count. I've lost count. If anyone has counted, if you put it in the chat, that would be great. There's our little dab. But this is a prime example. I don't know if on the sun you'll be able to see that. Can you see how he's got red spots? A lot of people will catch this and say, I've caught a nice plaice. Again, look at that lateral line, right where my thumb is. And that is how you tell. Just look at it straight away. Bang, it's got a big C round. It's dorsal fin. We know that that is a dab. Lovely jubbly. Thanks for your support, my lady. Fresh bait. Let's get it out there. Guys, if you are at this point in the video, if you wouldn't mind dropping us a little sub, and if you do like the videos and enjoy my content, we do post every Thursday at 6 o'clock. So if you press that bell notification, you'll get notified when a new video is live. Also, if you can, just press that little like button as well, and maybe interact with the comments. It helped me out massively. Thanks very much. Well, there we go, another washing line. Sanitary towels, wet wipes. It's absolutely gross. I tell you what, we're not having much luck here with these little pin whiting. Another beautiful specimen of a dab. That one is a real specimen, that. Look at the spots in him, beautiful. But big lateral, big C around the lateral line. I'm going to keep saying it because people will forget. Remember the big C. And look how fat his belly is. Come here, you. Look how fat his belly is. He is one full dablet. Right, little fella, you going back? Mwah. Thanks for your support, me lady. Look at him. Beautiful. I'd eat you if you were a bit bigger. Nah, I wouldn't. I'm only joking. I didn't want to scare you. Well, feels a little bit better. Could be a little bit bigger, the dab. Maybe a little whiting would be nice. We can get a live bait out on it. Well, if you're coming here for dabs, you're going to catch plenty. That's all I'm saying. He's not a bad dab, him. Not a bad dab at all. There we go. You've seen enough dabs now today, guys. Thanks for your support, my lady. Time to let this one go back. Off you pop. So, if you wanted to catch loads of fish, happy days. If you wanted to catch loads of dabs, happy days. If you're not really that interested in dabs, not happy days. We want that whiting so we can put a live bait out, but it's not letting me catch one. We're just getting dabs every 3 minutes. So we've had a little rattle, and I'm leaving it now. I'm going to see if we can get a double shot. There you go. He's going again, look. Going again. Going again. He's bounced me out. Come on. Let's have a look at you. Get that as well, so it doesn't go everywhere. Come on, be a whiting attached. Dab and a whiting, I'd be happy now. Dab and a whiting, I'd be happy. Got nothing on our bigger baits. Oh, you are taking the mick. You are taking the mick. You're taking the mick. There was a tiny little whiting on that then, and it's just popped off. He just had hold of the crab leg on the bottom. Ugh. We're trying for these whiting, and we cannot, for love nor money, get one, because we can't get past these. Isn't that a nice dab? It's horrible, that. Absolutely horrible. So we'll get this little scabby dabby unhooked. I don't know how many we're on now, guys, but he's proper splashing me there. All right, Jesus Christ. Thanks for your sport, me lady. Off you pop. I think we're destined not to catch a white now. I'm going to stay another half an hour, then I'm done. Then I'm done. Fresh bait, let's get it out. A Dugan! I haven't had Dugan for a long time. Lovely jubbly. That's going to catch us a fish, that now. 100%. A nice big fat cod. A Dugan, that. A Dugan! What a surprise. It's another cheeky little dablet. Nice clean dab, to be fair, actually. Decent size. But like I say, if we were targeting dabs today, it'd be an absolute winner, wouldn't it? Get you unhooked, fella. There we go. Happy days. Beautiful, beautiful specimen of a dab there again. But look at them spots. They're beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful fish when you get the ones that aren't scabby and dabby. But I think that might be our last cast of the session. I'm getting bored of catching these, so I'm going to recoup. Got a little live stream to do tonight. If you're not following me on TikTok, that's where I do my live streaming. And if you're not subbed to this channel, guys, it'd be massively appreciated if you would drop a little sub now, and even like it if you've liked the video. Right, guys, see you on the next one. Thanks for your support, my lady. Mwah. Lovely jubbly. Whee!